We are live here at Apex inside Crossgates Mall, and mine is the one feeding back because I'm too close to the speaker. So you guys, just so you know, I make mistakes. It happens. I occasionally am not perfect. I know Ben tells everybody that I'm perfect. My speaker is at my house. The big sound system you usually hear here, it's at my house. I got here. I started unloading. I was very excited. I was like, all right, back at Apex, dollar burgers, dollar beers, defense kid, Cam here, Lisa hanging out. It's going to be a great time. And then I sounded like Yosemite Sam in that parking lot when I looked in the back of the truck and my speakers weren't here. And I went, and it was a problem. What's the matter?
We're having some technical difficulties.
What's the technical difficulties?
They cannot see the live broadcast.
How can they not see the live broadcast? Nobody?
Nobody.
Nobody can see the live broadcast. It's here. Wouldn't that be fun? Hold on a second. Let's do this. All right, we're going to be right back. How about now? It should pop up shortly. Any second now, we should be there. Can you hear it, or just can you hear it on the thing? Oh, there it is. Okay. Don't worry, everyone. I fixed it.
Good job, Jeff. Good job.
Yes. I don't know what I did. So let's just hope it keeps working. All right, everybody. It is Flock U again. Sorry for the speaker. It's a little different. It's a little harder to hear. I apologize. But defense kid over here said he'll walk around and tell you guys everything I say. So he'll just in person, right up in front of you. He'll tell you, Cam, you want to tell people too? There, all right, there. See, Cam's here to help. I can turn it up a little bit, but I think when I talk, it's a problem. But isn't it always? All right, so we are joined by the professor himself, the head coach, Mr. Damon Ware. Everybody,
Glad to be here as always. Glad to be here.
Of course, next to him is the defensive coordinator, the dancing man, Mr. Hollis Island, Dwayne Hollis, everyone.
How y'all doing? How y'all doing?
And they all brought what they were supposed to bring. So anything that goes wrong with today's show is my fault, not theirs. I see Darius Prince is here, but he's been traveling a lot, and I don't know if he's staying away from me because I've been sick. As soon as I said his name, he brought out hand sanitizer. And the second I said his name. I think he's been avoiding me because I've been sick. We're live here at Apex inside Crossgates Mall. It is dollar beer, dollar burger night. So make sure you guys enjoy yourselves. Take care of the wait staff. They're amazing. They've been doing really good things to help us out here and keep us, in our beverages and in our food. We've been waiting, some patiently, some not so patiently, for the AFL to make announcements. And the announcements have begun. What, Coach? You are you're better. I'm better versed in what I want to say. So why don't I get out of the way and let you update the flock here at Apex as to what we now know.
So we definitely wanted to hear a little bit more about our network partners. Obviously, we didn't get the full announcement that we were looking for, but we are clear to say that April the 27th, the game Albany Firebirds versus the Orlando Predators will be live on NFL Network. That's a huge thing for us.
That is big. That is big.
Hey, Coach Ware, could you try that again? I didn't like the response with that one.
Yeah.
Could we try that
The
again?
AFL and the Firebirds will begin the season on NFL Network.
I'm sorry. NFL Network. Y'all were looking for a big network. We're going to be on the NFL Network. How you doing? What's up?
How you doing? So again, it's going to be a really great thing. Obviously, the draft is on that day. I think the draft begins at 12, and it's rounds 3 through the end. So literally, we're going to time the kickoff to be just right after the draft ends. And so, as soon as the last pick of the draft is done, cut it, boom, we'll go right to our game. So it'll be somewhere right around that 7 o'clock kickoff. This is going to be a really cool event for our guys. We're super excited. Super excited to be to showcase the Firebirds across the country. NFL Network's a great network, obviously, but we're super excited, and that's kind of the reason some of the different days and times that are on our schedule. We'll adhere to those because it kind of goes in with our network partners. But we're super excited and excited just to share our brand with the rest of the country.
I mean, it is one of those things where you talk about the NFL Network, you're talking about football fans being able to find your product, being able to actually experience arena football the right way. And Coach Hollis, you played for the Predators for a short window. What would it be like to get your first win as a defensive coordinator against a team that you played for on the NFL Network?
So actually, my first game ever playing for the AFL was actually against the Predators as well, and we were on ESPN. It was pretty electric. We won.
Yeah.
So I started my career off with a win against the Orlando Predators, and we definitely look forward to this game. There's a lot of bad blood, but we're ready.
It's a rivalry.
Yeah, rivalry. So, it's kind of like the Pittsburgh Steelers, Baltimore Ravens type deal. So we're excited.
Yeah. Which one would we want to be in that one? I mean, I know some people are from the Philadelphia area, but I think I'd rather be the Ravens in that one if it's all the same.
Me too.
I'd definitely rather be the Ravens at this point in time.
All right, so NFL Network, which will be big, it'll be a chance. So if you don't have your tickets yet, if you've been like, the only thing missing is me seeing myself on the NFL Network at the games, now you have that chance. Now, make sure you get your tickets, make sure you're ready to go. Get your signs ready, get everything ready. I know Cam will have a shield or something. Are you gonna have wings this year because they're birds? He's in. It's happening now. So that'll we're very excited about that. We're also excited to announce, and this is something.
But even one more thing on the NFL Network. Obviously, we want to showcase the Capital Region to the rest of the country as a big crowd. So we really do need to, pick up our ticket sales, get in the building. Obviously, we want to represent the Capital Region the best that we can. Filling up that arena on NFL Network would be a great start of showcasing the Firebirds around the country.
Absolutely. And that is the thing. Like, I can tell you right now that when we go on the podcast, we go on the shows, we do all these things with the other teams, when I see the other team executives and they talk, that's the smack they talk. Because they can't talk about what happens on the field because we're going to beat their asses. Pardon my French. But they talk smack. They're like, well, you don't sell as much tickets as you used to. We can fix that. Let's take that argument away from them this year, right now. Tell your friends, tell everybody, listen, call the office. Darius will cut you a deal on tickets. He don't care. Listen, he'll not only sell you the ticket, he'll hand you the football when he scores the touchdown in front of that seat when it happens. So make sure you get your tickets. Don't miss out. It is going to be electric with the NFL Network. And that's that one little piece that we haven't had since we've been a part of the organization.
But one other factor that was announced today, obviously, our uniform partner with BSN. So BSN is now that Nike does not produce their own jerseys through their factories, BSN is that partner. And so we were able to partner with BSN. We're super excited. We just got done putting together all of our jersey designs across the league. They're building the prototypes now. We'll have a great jersey reveal very soon, but bringing in BSN for the guys and for the coaching staffs, it's a great partnership, and there'll be some great gear that we'll wear not only on the sideline, but the players will have a great uniform this year. So we're super excited about BSN as well.
And the steps that you've been taking to make sure the uniforms are right. Like, I know you guys look at me and go, that guy's big on fashion. He probably has a good eye for this stuff. and no, but you, the coaches, Darius Prince, you guys have been sitting around making sure this is right and getting the uniforms the way we want them.
Sitting around ain't the word.
Right. All right.
They changed the uniform like 30 times. And they asked me, I said, did you see how I dressed when I was playing football? I had no – you're asking the wrong person. I didn't have a face shield or anything. I just went out there and played.
Yeah, but you, like – all right, so the last time I saw you before you moved up here to help and run everything for the defense. We were at the hotel where he was staying at the time, and he came out in flip flops and giant Saved by the Bell shorts. Yeah, I mean that's high fashion right there. I mean
absolutely.
That's and I gotta be honest with you, I didn't feel Saved by the Bell at all. I felt like I needed to get out of there. I felt like it was time to go catch the bus. I did, but I was impressed. I will give you that. All right, so BSN, like this is a company that we've worked with in the past with different brands and different things like that. I know you'd mentioned that they're the ones handling the things. I've never had the chance to work with them at this level. What is I mean, are we excited? Are we a little nervous? Where are we at?
No, we're super excited. Just in the process, we went through so many different designs and concoctions to make our jerseys be what we wanted them to be. Obviously, again, and our staff spent numerous hours on making sure the look was right. As I said, we wanted to be obviously keep the traditions of the past, but also make it a little bit of our own here in the present. I think you guys are going to love to see what those uniforms look like on opening night. And so BSN's a great company. It's what they're providing us here, league wide is special. We've just got some great packages, some great uniforms. So we're super excited about that partnership.
Very, very cool. Just so you guys know, Ben is going to model the uniforms when they get here. So it'll be Ben Nelson just grilling up home, road, off. He said, no, you guys listen, this is your job. You're media guy. Just Josh Allen stuff all over the place.
Oh,
okay, maybe Josh Allen,
right.
maybe.
Cam, you joined the booster club, but Mr. Media himself, Benny Ice, he's the one everybody wants to see in that uniform. I'm sorry, especially a midriff, maybe a midriff.
Oh, Lord.
I think I'm having a day. I'm taking it out on everyone. I'm sorry. It's just being perfectly honest with you. No, we haven't been told yet when we're gonna be able to see them. Just that we know now where they're coming from.
Correct. So okay. I know they're in the process. There's things we've had to do to get prepared for the finality of it. So it is coming soon. As soon as we have those prototypes in hand, we'll do our jersey reveal, and Darius Prince can show us all what he'll be wearing in game number 1.
So Darius will wear the home. Ben Nelson will wear the away.
Sounds like a winner.
And we'll get after it.
Sounds like a winner.
We're live at Apex in the Crossgates Mall. It is Flock University. Thank you, everybody, for coming out again. Some technical difficulties early, some stuff going on. It was Darius's fault. You guys love Darius, so forgive him quicker. No, it was me. I screwed up a couple things, but defense kid is like right on me. Like, no, it's not. Never. We never
defense.
Yeah, he's like, I will protect Darius. So dollar beer, dollar burgers, that's still happening because they've got that under control. I have not been able to screw that one up for anybody. But with those 2 major announcements coming out already, I know we're still waiting for some other stuff. The visual of the uniform. I will tell you that our mascot is the final design for the mascot is set. We will meet our mascot probably a week or 2 before the season. That's when we'll be able to meet our mascot. So he's doing curls. He's getting ready. Styles. He also has his own jersey. He's gonna be ready to go. So, but we will meet him probably a week or 2 before the season starts.
Hey, Styles is gonna look good too. I had a sneak peek of Styles, and that's going to be an exciting mascot for us this season.
We got the codes. We're going to be ready to go. You'll all get to meet everybody. Tommy Gross wants to know if the uniforms are going to be see-through like Major League Baseball's.
No.
Yeah, I've always thought Major League Baseball players are crazy, but thanks to Fanatics, I can clearly see they're nuts. I love that no one got that. Also the
Fanatics from Philly.
Yeah, that will get the MILF's attention if we do have see-through, is what Alan wanted everyone to know. Right there. Thanks, Alan. My God, Dave Williams just wrote just a whole book, a paragraph. Do we want to try and do this real quick?
Sure.
All right. So this is Dave Williams just wrote questions for tonight's show. For teams playing preseason games, when can they start practice? Seems unfair for two teams not playing preseason games. Can you now confirm our home opener will be broadcasting the NFL Network? Thanks for tuning in early. Will any additional coaches be joining the Firebirds coaches staff? Firebird ZWPS, please take care of my good friend Tracy, who plans on attending tonight's show. Tracy, are you here? Is Dave's friend Tracy here? He just gentleman just waved, but I don't think that's Tracy.
No, that's definitely not Tracy. That's Dave.
All right, Tracy, if you're here, Dave said just let him know how much you spend, and he'll cover your tab.
So let's go back through there. The first one, obviously, we've already announced that, yes, we'll be playing Dave on NFL Network in game number 1 against Orlando. So that is there.
The preseason games.
So preseason games, we can talk about that. And there are some teams that are playing preseason games. You can open up training camp on April the 1st. So any team can open up their training camp on April the 1st. We are not opening our camp until April the 6th. These guys got to travel from long ways, get away from their families. So again, we use as little time as we can, obviously, to build our football team and get ready for game number 1. So again, we don't want a preseason game. We don't want to show a team that we're going to play a bunch of plays that we're going to have to come back to later anyway. I'm not a fan of it. We have great practices against 2 very good offensive and defensive teams. We'll be just fine getting ready for that first game. So we did not want to do a preseason game.
And then also, like with preseason games, there's so many questions about compensation and injuries and everything of that nature that it doesn't feel safe for the players in a lot of situations. You only have so many snaps in your career. I don't want to waste any in a game that don't matter.
And this is a unique year, playing a 10-game schedule without bye weeks. We're running a 10-game sprint, obviously 3 more game sprint, obviously to the championship game. So 13 straight games without a bye week. There is no reason for us to hit on a 14th game. It does not make any sense for us. We will do what we need to do in our training camp in our own facility and keep it safe for our guys. And so obviously this year, we have to be healthy towards the end of the season so we can compete for the championship. And so that's big for us. We will do all the things necessary to keep our guys safe and healthy. And so, again, we were just not interested in doing a preseason game. Plus to get the arena and set everything up and have a game that, people may or may not want to buy a ticket for. It just doesn't make any sense for us. We can get that kind of great competition during practice.
And Dave asked, is it unfair for them to get extra practice? But I've noticed that on paper, our roster is a world beater.
Ooh, God, bringing up sore subject. So yeah, let's talk about paper. I was watching the podcast last night. I was up till after midnight watching. It was Tim Capper with Arena Fan, who I think does an awesome job.
He does.
Great job. Sam Shady and Shady Sports Network. I think Sam does a great job of doing a lot of content. Rebound Off the Nets was on there. And then there's one other one that I'm not as familiar with. Arena Fan or not Arena Fan, but some other one that's out of the Midwest. And so, they did their podcast and, they were talking about teams to beat and they definitely a topic that came up about, Albany being a great team on paper. And then they proceeded to talk about a team from early 2000s that had a great team that played horribly. And so, I don't know. I just take offense to those kind of things. If you look at our track record, you look at the type of culture we've built, we don't have teams that throw duds. And so we bring in the absolute best players. We're super excited about our guys. We're going to get after it. We're going to work harder than everybody. We're going to make our guys the best and most prepared players in this league. And so we just took a little bit of offense to that. Obviously hearing things about being on paper. We're live and in effect, and Orlando will get to see us first. And so we're just excited to get to this season.
Well, and obviously, I don't want to step. Did you want to say anything about on paper, Mr. Hollis?
Yeah, maybe not on paper, but I did have a question for Coach.
Y'all trying to fire me up today. But go ahead.
So I have a question. So
yes.
When it comes to the subject of being a great player, does that translate to being a great coach?
Well, you guys are asking my private questions that I have behind closed doors. And so that was another topic on this podcast. And they talked about staffs and who was the best staff. And so they were naming some staffs that had some guys that played, some years, obviously, in the AFL. And this is a topic that I've discussed with many people, coaches, players over the years is, playing a game doesn't qualify you to be a coach. And so for me, playing the game taught me the love of the game. It taught me the basics of the game. But when it came to being a coach, a lot of those things didn't have anything to do with the job. And so when I first got into coaching, it was a culture shock. It was completely different than what I thought it was. It wasn't as fun as I thought it was. It was, you truly must love the game to be a coach. We spend 12 to 15 hours a day in the office. We do things that players just don't do. And so I hear some of these comments about, hey, so-and-so played for 10 years and had great stats and they've never coached, and they're automatically exalted in front of coaches that have coached for 20 years. I take a little bit of offense to that. Not that it's a big deal. I don't do this for podcasters to like me. I don't do this for the awards. I truly do this to win. I love the feeling of winning. I'm one of the sorest losers there is. I don't care if we play tiddlywinks or chess or whatever. I want to win everything. And I'm intent. I tell my sons all the time, I'm sorry, I'm your dad. Because I have never let my kids, I'm just going to let my son beat me. Because I never wanted them to think winning was that easy. I want you to earn it, and so everything my kids, if you beat me, you had to earn it. So, but to go back to it is being a good player, can it correlate in some way? Sure it can. Does that make you an automatic great coach because you had a career in the AFL? That like I said, I've gone up against plenty of people that had the careers and we've beat plenty of those people. And so one doesn't correlate to the other. So I wish sometimes people actually look at the coaches, actually look at the coaches and what they've done in their career and where they've coached and the type of players they've moved up. That is more indicative. Are you a good coach? And also what your players say about you. And so they did bring up the fact that they've heard plenty of players enjoy playing for me. So those are the things, obviously. I think it's a player thing. Ask a player. Podcasters don't necessarily know what we do as coaches. They have no idea. If one of you podcasters wants to come and sit in an office with me for a whole day, I will show you what we do, and you can tell me if we do a good job at it or not. But it just gave me some motivation. I was up till after midnight. I woke up about 4 o'clock in the morning. I was pumped up. I came into the office this morning, and that's why he's bringing it up. I was pumped up this morning because it's like, I'm tired of hearing that stuff. Let's get to these games. I can't wait to be through this new AFL. And again, good luck coming to see us. I mean, that's all I'm going to say. Good luck coming to see us, and we can't wait to come to your house.
So we covered best team on paper, former players making great coaches. And then DJ just wanted us to know that Orlando's been talking a ton of smack.
Ooh.
Well, we're glad. And I actually talked to Coach EJ yesterday, as a matter of fact. As I've always said, EJ was, in my short time in Orlando, he was my roommate on the road. EJ is one heck of a player. He's a good guy. And so him becoming the head coach almost was frustrating for me because I can't be as mad at him as I want to be because he's a good guy. And so, him and Coach Rick, those are two guys that I'll always remember. Great guys, love the game, good for this game. And so, however, we do want to play you. And I told DJ that yesterday. I just said, look, as much as I respect you, on game night, it's all that's gone. And at the end of the game, hey, I'll be glad to come up and shake your hand and hug you. And we can talk about all the good times and those things. And that's fine. But we really are on a mission, winning in 2019 with the AFL shutting down, going to the NAL and now coming back. We just have so much motivation to bring that championship back to the Capital Region. Every one of our players, that we've picked are guys that we firmly believe can help us win a championship. And we're just super excited to get camp started. And so all the podcasters and everybody that has their opinions on who's good, who's not, we just don't even care anymore. It does give us motivation, and I'm super motivated for this season. So, but thank you people for giving the motivation. But Orlando, you're on the clock. We'll see you here on April 27th, and let's let the game speak for itself.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I can't wait.
Coach is pumped.
Oh, there's a part of me that almost wants to step down just so I can sit with you guys and watch the game. like especially game one. Like I don't know, that might maybe I'll get sick and like shave and come in without like facial hair and see if anybody notices me. I'll just be sitting with you guys because I think that's gonna be one of the best games I think we've ever seen, and I don't mean competitive. Sorry. I don't. I as a podcaster, I can say what I want. We gonna whoop that butt. It's gonna be bad. It's gonna be a bad day to be a Predator.
And what we do need is we need a great showing out there. You know, our crowd. We need y'all into the game. You know, not telling you to swear, but if you do, I'm with it as well. So just come out. You know, be Albany. I remember my first time coming to Albany. Me and Prince came out here. 18. We came out, everybody booed us. I'm looking around, I'm like, okay. But that's a intimidating thing. Not that I was intimidated because that's not the type of player I was, but for others that would be a intimidated thing. Just a big crowd just into the game. That can actually change the game as well.
Absolutely. We are live here at Apex in the Crossgates Mall. $1 beer, $1 burgers. Let's do some questions from the flock. As I look, I see a lot of questions about tickets. The season tickets are available and will be available right up until we kick off game one. Bless you. Regular season single games, the home opener will go on sale on the 1st this Friday. There's a press release coming out about that. The beauty of those going on sale is just, for anybody who's been concerned they can't make all the games, there you go. But the season tickets are where it's at. There they are. They are the cheapest we sell the tickets. So the discount is there, and we're there to help you get that. Single games, there's not as much of a discount. Season ticket holders should be rewarded for being season ticket holders, and that's why you get the best price. We're doing more. We're going to be coming up with more things. We are working on a season ticket holder T-shirt. The problem that I've run into with that has just been I have 75 ideas that I want to do with it, and only one's going to make it. So that's one of those things. And with the way this year is progressing, it's just nonstop. Everything's moving. And then Brian, what are you doing over there, Brian? So we're going to be doing a lot of things for the tickets, for you guys. And then here we go. Brian wants to know over under $1 beers finished tonight. For me, line is at 7.5.
Ooh,
you want to know?
I'm gonna go over.
I'm fighting a cold.
We
fighting a cold. It's under.
Yeah, I'm gonna go under today just because of that. Yeah.
You don't get this swimmer's bill just drinking all the time.
I'm gonna go. No. Oh, he's saying for you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, under.
Normally it'd be over, but you
came to the wrong Apex. You should have came to the other Apex.
The last one we did, that would have been. I would have been right there with you for it. A lot of questions about uniforms and stuff that we just can't answer yet because we don't have them yet. As soon as we have them, we'll do it.
They're coming.
We know that we have Alan over reasons. Any questions in the building for it? You guys can just holler them out if you want. Whatever you want to know, we'll do what we can to answer it. Mike, he said, how can they say we look good on paper when we have a lot of our championship players back? They know we're the team to beat.
I'd have to agree with you, but when you change the letters in front of the league, somehow that changes who's better and who's not. And so I'm starting to get that impression that all of the older people from the older generations of the AFL have different opinions of what's been going on in the business as of late. But like I said, we'd rather show than tell. Come see us April 27th.
Coach, will there be any open practices? Lenny wants to know.
Yes, we will do an open practice. I'll announce that date as we get closer to training camp. We're going to do a offense defense kind of rotational scrimmage, and we're going to open up the practice for that scrimmage.
Very cool. Richard wants to know about Philadelphia home games. We play 2 games against Philadelphia here. That's the only thing I know for sure. They do have a home now. They're working on getting more and more going on. I will go ahead.
My thing is this, and I know I see a lot of the comments and people keep asking about Philly's home. they have 2 home games. So it has been announced that they'll be playing the Wells Fargo Center. Obviously, coming in late and starting a little bit later, there's always challenges of getting into these buildings. And so, we're going to be in a different scenario this year because of how late it takes to get all these things going. We're going to do our training camp outside of our building for the first time since I've been here. So there's challenges. And so, yes, Philly has a home stadium. They might not be playing a full slate of games, but they're playing at home. And we play Philly here twice. They're close by. There will be a great rival for us. And so let's just look forward to those games.
Right.
Love it.
There's a lot of things that go in that building. First of all, the Sixers. Then you have the Flyers. It's concerts. It's a lot that goes on in that building. So me being there for the last 8 years, I've been in that building. And, it was hard for me to get in. And I paid the ticket.
And I don't want to sound like a jerk. I don't care. As long as we have ours,
right?
I don't care. That's their problem. If they call us and ask for help, that's a different conversation. Maybe I'll help them out. I'll do what I can do. I've had other teams reach out to me and say that there's been dirty pool, like people trying to steal their dates to keep them from having games. So I will tell you that people are afraid of the AFL. They're afraid of what it's going to be. They're afraid of what's going to happen when Albany comes to town. So just don't worry about their home games. Make sure you worry about our home games. Come and impact the MVP arena. Denise wants to know if we know where the All-Star game would be. I have no idea, Denise. I don't know.
So the rumor of it is the All-Star game will be played in Minnesota at the Target Center. The official announcement hasn't came out yet, but it has been discussed of having the All-Star game and the championship game in Minneapolis at the Target Center.
The home of the MILFs? I mean, myths. All right. The home of the myths. Is there a discount code for merch for season ticket holders? Great. Yes, I will. I'll get that done tomorrow. I'll make sure we'll get that moving. So there will be a discount code at the team store, Firebirds, AFL.com for season ticket holders. You'll all get it in an email. If you don't get it in your email, check your spam folder, and then worst case, give me a call and I'll make sure you get it. I will tell you that as of this exact moment in time, Flock U shirts are available at FirebirdsAFL.com. They just went up today. So if you want to get your Flock U shirts, they're there. They come in black and white. You can get 2 different color shirts, and they'll be available. They're there now. So if you want to use your discount code to get those, you'll be able to. I'll get that discount code set up tomorrow for you. I was out of town. I was sick. Cam stole my dog. Defense kid ate my homework. And I have a million other excuses, but all that matters, we'll get them done for you. So I apologize it took as long as it has. Denise, freaking MILFs get everything. All right, will we get a home playoff game? We can't answer that 100% yet, but I can tell you that with Mike Korda talking to the league about it and debating it, I like our chances.
That's a good way to put it. I like
our
chances.
Look at me being diplomatic, huh?
Right. Wow. First time all year.
Listen, the people I used to sit next to said all the crazy stuff. You're professional, so somebody's got to get into the crazy box. I'm ready to do it. I want to let everybody know too. We are going to be out and about this weekend. Mr. Hollis, the defense coordinator. Where are we going to be?
So we'll be at the Empire Plaza for the kids. The Hannaford Kids Expo. So please come out. It's a good family event. It'll be up to 10K different families there from all over the region. So it's something good to go to, and I'm excited that we're able to actually get into it.
Very cool. And is there anything we missed tonight? I think we've actually
let's talk a little bit about our new players.
Oh, yes, let's do that. All right.
A little bit of
so
love.
Here's the problem. Coach talked to me on my radio show last Friday, so I feel like we already covered it. But the truth of the matter is, Flock U has not covered the latest member of the team. Who we got?
So we got 2 signings that came aboard this week. We're super excited about. Obviously, we brought in our 3rd and final arm for camp, quarterback Will Arndt, kid that came from Western Connecticut. He's got plenty of starts in the CFL. He's a outstanding quarterback, can make all the throws, 6'5", prototypical size. And so we're real excited. We're going to have one heck of a battle going for our starting quarterback spot. And so obviously, as Coach Hollis and I talk about every day, it's all about the competition. We're going to reach the championship by the competition that we start in training camp. And so we've brought in great players at every position. It is a great problem to have, but it's going to be sad to let some of these kids go. And so, but we're super excited about what that competition is going to be. We envision that our practices are going to be harder than some of the games, but that's how it should be here in the Capital Region. And so,
but that's just on paper.
Yeah, it's just on paper.
We said to Art, and who was the other player?
So our second player is Sidney McLeod. He is a defensive back. He'll be a DB wide receiver type from Ferris State. Well, just an outstanding man coverage corner. And so at this level, playing a little bit more man coverage is very important. So we went out to find some of the best man coverage corners we could find. Sidney's one of them. Sidney actually participated in the All-Star game that I coached in Miami last year. And I tried to sign him last year. Thank God he didn't sign because we had a tornado last year through the season. But I really worked on it hard last year. He played in the USFL this past year for New Orleans. Had a couple starts there. He's an outstanding kid. At some point, he's probably going to move back outside and move up. But we're super excited to get him and have him in camp. And he's just going to raise the bar for our defensive backs and for Coach Hollis.
Yes, sir. So we definitely have a great group of DBs, especially. That's going to be one of our most competitive groups in camp. And I can't wait to, extend my knowledge and, let them have their own swag, but teach them great technique at the same time.
Love it. Love it. All right. So I will also tell you this. Obviously, we love beer here at Apex, $1 burgers, $1 beers on Wednesdays. But next week is we're hosting a colony chamber event. Oh. So Flock, you will be live during a colony chamber event at Muddy's Restaurant, Muddy's Tavern, right over at 40 Lincoln. We will be there. We'll be hanging out. We'll do the show there. You're all welcome to come. But we're stepping in and we're hosting a chamber event. How you like that, huh? Look at us all.
Look at us.
I may not even sit in a corner. I may sit right out in the open.
Do I wear a tie? Wear a tie or?
I mean, you.
Business up top?
Business, but wait, if your business up top, what happens?
Saved by the Bell down the bottom?
Oh, now you're
I
talking.
will give a shout out to Muddy and obviously Eddie, the owner. Just what a transformation they've made with their food and their environment. If you haven't been there in a long time, it's a great place to go, and they've got great food. And so just excited about them being able to participate in a great event as well.
Yep. So they're hosting, we're hosting, Belfour Property Restoration is hosting, and Fox Sports Radio 95.9 and 980. So basically, Colony Chamber, Tom Nolte called us and said, would you guys be interested in showing a little love to Muddy's? And we said, absolutely. So everybody that we know, we want you there. It's going to be a lot of fun. And it just, as Coach just said, the work that they have put in at Muddy's, Eddie and Chris and the team, to make it better and better and better and better every day needs to be recognized. So we'd love if you guys come do that. And I promise that I will bring my speakers to that one. I promise. And I apologize. If you want to boo me, now's the time. You want to boo me?
Let's
no booze?
Let's just put it on Ben.
Ben. Boo Ben.
Ben didn't
boo that man. Boo. You boo him now, but once he rocks that midriff jersey, woo, those boos are going to turn to woo. Look how red he is. All right. Coach, is there anything we missed now that I've already missed a bunch of things?
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Coach.
We do have our dance team. It should be set now.
It is set. The Firebirds Flames are set. You'll get your first chance to meet some of those ladies. Will be at the Kids Expo with Coach Hollis and Benny Ice. They'll be there. So some of the new Flames will be there. You can meet those ladies, and then also they'll be at Muddy's on Wednesday. And it's funny, the second that we said we had them, all of a sudden Mohawk Honda is going to do their grand opening on April 19th. They'll all be there. And all the people who weren't returning my phone calls, all of a sudden were like, yo, you got the dance team now? Okay, well, you can come by.
And we'll also have a couple of them at the event this weekend as
Yeah,
well.
the Kids Expo. Are you going to dance with the dance
Well,
team?
I'm actually like part of the choreography club, so it's a different than a booster club, but gotta shake it up a little bit.
Wait a minute. This Steve from the president of the Booster Club. Will you dance with the Flames? That was the most reluctant head nod I've ever seen.
He said, "No."
Sure. Yes. All right, everybody. Listen, thank you so much. Thanks for bearing with us through some of these technical difficulties. It is completely my fault, not the great head coach himself, Damon Ware. Defensive coordinator, Dwayne Hollis. The GOAT, whose thumbs have got to be sore from scrolling, Darius Prince. Fashion icon, Ben Nelson. There he is, everyone. Round of applause for Apex. Dollar beers, baby. Dollar burgers. Come on. Dollar burgers, dollar beers. Woo! There it is. Put your burger down. And then for the team president who screwed everything up.
There you go.
Your hate fuels me. All right, everybody. Make sure you check out the new Flock U shirts at firebirdsafl.com. And thank you, everybody. And most importantly, as always, Flock U.
Flock you.